Morning students. Today we are going to revise matter lesson in the form of this mind map. So let's study what is matter. So matter is anything which has mass and occupies space is known as matter. Okay, anything which has mass and occupies space is known as matter. So there are so many things around us which are matter. Now this matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms, ions and molecules. Okay, matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms, ions, molecules. These atoms or these particles are always in random motion. Okay, now this matter was studied by many of the scientists. This study of matter was involved in the theory. That theory is known as kinetic theory of matter. This kinetic theory of matter had put forth many assumptions related to matter. So what are those assumptions? That assumptions we are going to see. So let's see the assumptions. So this kinetic theory of matter includes some assumptions. These assumptions are that matter is made up of particles. Okay, matter is made up of particles. These particles can be tiny particles, can be atoms, ions or molecules. So kinetic theory of matter puts forth some assumption. The first assumption is matter is made up of particles. The second is these particles have space between them and this space is known as interparticle space. Okay, these particles within matter have space. The space is interparticle space. These particles of matter have force of attraction which is known as interparticle force of attraction. Okay, the particle within matter has force of attraction which is interparticle force of attraction. If the space is large, the force of attraction is less. For example, see, these are two particles where the space is very less. So, force of attraction will be strong. But if the particles are placed apart, the space is large. So, force of attraction is less. So, this is the fourth assumption of kinetic theory of matter. These particles, as I told you, are always in random motion. They move around here and there in random motion. The next assumption is when you increase the temperature, the kinetic energy of particles also increase. Okay, so जब temperature बढ़ाते हैं तो kinetic energy, so temperature increases, kinetic energy also increases. So these are the assumptions of kinetic theory of matter. So this matter, when temperature increases, kinetic energy increases. Now, even the kinetic theory of matter says that, as I told you, that particles has force of attraction. This force of attraction between the particles is of two types. That is force of adhesion, force of cohesion. Adhesion means it is the force between different types or different kinds of particles is known as force of adhesion. जैसे the force between water molecule or wood molecule, the force of between water molecule and glass molecule, that is force of adhesion between different kinds of particles. There is another force of attraction which is force of cohesion. It means that it is the force of attraction between same type of particles or same type of molecules. That is, between the force of attraction between two water molecules or between two mercury molecules is force of cohesion. Now, depending upon this force of attraction, depending upon this, matter is classified into solids, liquids and gases. ये कैसे होता है? जिससे solids में the force of attraction is very strong. But liquids it is less and gases it is very much less or negligible. So depending upon this force of attraction, matter is classified into solids, liquids and gases. We have studied this difference between in the last lecture. जैसे solids में the particles are very close, compact structure होता है. Density is very large for solids because they have a compact structure. This is asked for give reason. Please remember, density of solids is higher because they have a very compact structure. Then these liquids have less density compared to solids because the force of attraction is less compared to solids. And gases, the density is least because the particles are very apart, they are far away from each other. Therefore, the density is less because mass is also less. So this is depending upon this force of attraction, matter is classified into solids, liquids and gases. Now, this matter can change its state. So how does it change the state? By changing the energy. So which energy? Heat energy. And that change in heat energy is known as latent heat. This latent heat is the amount of heat required to change the state of a substance. जब solid liquid में change होता है तो कुछ heat energy absorb करता है. That amount of heat which is absorbed to change the state is known as latent heat. This latent heat is accompanied with no change in temperature. Whenever substance changes its state, there is no change in temperature. Remember, this point is very important. When solid changes to liquid, there is no change in temperature, just the heat energy is absorbed to change the state of a substance. जैसे particle को to remove the force of attraction, that heat energy is absorbed. This latent heat is of different types: latent heat of fusion, latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of fusion means it is the amount of heat required to change the state of a substance from solid to liquid or liquid to solid without change in temperature. This point, if you don't write in the definition, you'll get 0 marks, because latent heat, when the latent heat is absorbed, there is no change in temperature, just the substance changes its state. There is no change in temperature. So this is latent heat of fusion. When it is fusion, it is solid to liquid or liquid to solid. Latent heat of vaporization में क्या होता है? Amount of heat required to change the state of substance from liquid to gas or gas to liquid without any change in temperature. So these are two types of latent heat required or which are involved when the substance changes its state, when the energy is changed. Okay. Now, when it changes its state, this is the solid can change to liquid, liquid can change to gas. So when solid changes to liquid, it is known as melting and it is also known as fusion. Remember this. Solid जब liquid में change होता है तो उसको fusion भी बोलते हैं और melting भी बोलते हैं. When liquid changes to gas, it is vaporization. When gas changes to liquid, it is condensation, and liquid state changes to solid, it is freezing. So when it goes in this way, heat energy is absorbed. Solid to liquid, liquid to gas, heat energy is absorbed. And gas to liquid or liquid to solid, heat energy is released or given out. When a solid changes into gases directly, that process is known as sublimation. Example is iodine. It does not go into liquid state. It directly goes into gaseous state. Ammonium chloride is there. Naphthalene is there. Camphor is there. Iodine is the best example. Many times it is asked in exam. Okay. Iodine, whether it goes in liquid state on heating or goes in gaseous state, it goes directly from solid to gaseous state because it is sublimable substance. Remember this. And when gas turns into solid directly without going through liquid, it is deposition. Okay. जैसे solid CO2, carbon dioxide, dry ice. The name is dry ice. Now, so solid to liquid can be changed. This is reversible change, and liquid to gas is also a reversible change. This vaporization process is of two types. See, vaporization is of two types: evaporation and boiling. Evaporation is the process which causes cooling effect. Cooling effect मतलब क्या? देखो, हमें जब पसीना आता है समर सीजन में, our body gives out sweat. When the sweating is done, that time our body temperature falls down. So evaporation जब होता है हमारी body में से, that causes cooling effect. Okay, it gives out the temperature, heat energy is given out, and therefore it causes cooling effect. But जब boiling होता है, it does not cause this cooling effect. So evaporation, it takes place only on surface. It takes place at any temperature below boiling point. In evaporation, no bubbles can be seen, and evaporation is a very slow process. But boiling, it is a process which takes place into entire liquid. जैसे water को boil किया तो पूरा water boil होता है, सिर्फ surface वाला water नहीं boil होता है, या फिर bottom वाला water नहीं boil होता है, पूरा water. So it is a bulk phenomenon. Bulk phenomenon. The boiling is a bulk phenomenon. It takes place at a particular temperature. That temperature is known as boiling point. In boiling we can see bubbles, and boiling is a fast process. So remember this, and this is very important part, that evaporation causes cooling effect. Boiling does not cause cooling effect. Now, so this is related to the change of state, okay, different, and these are the different types of vaporization processes, evaporation and boiling. Now, this change of state is explained by a diagram. That diagram is known as change of state diagram. Remember, this is not the diagram for change of state. This is the proper graphical diagram for change of state, which you will draw if it is asked in exam. So what does this diagram tell? It is a graphical representation of heat versus temperature. So जैसे heat बढ़ती है, temperature increase होता है, and how does the substance changes its state, that is shown in this diagram. So let's see. So when you increase heat energy, तो temperature भी increase होता है. So जैसे जैसे heat increase होती है, वैसे solid क्या होता है? Solid starts turning into a liquid state. एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर पे दिस रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. सो ये ग्राफ स्ट्रेट हो जाता है. सो ये जब ये ग्राफ स्ट्रेट होता है, दिस मीन्स दैट वॉट एवर हीट इज गिवन आउट, देखो यहाँ पे हीट तो आगे जा रही है पर टेम्परेचर आगे नहीं जा रहा है, टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज नहीं हो रहा है, टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट रहता है. दिस कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर where heat energy is utilized to change the state of a substance, but there is no change in temperature, is known as latent heat. तो यहाँ पे देखो melting, when solid changes to liquid, here it is melting, but when liquid changes to solid, it is freezing. So remember, melting point and freezing point of all substances are always equal. Okay, जैसे water का melting point is 0 and freezing point of ice is 0. Okay, remember this thing. So melting point and freezing point are always equal. So when solid changes to liquid, the temperature remains constant. When all solid changes to liquid, again the temperature starts rising, heat energy is absorbed. When this liquid starts changing into gaseous state, again the temperature remains constant, and at this place vaporization takes place, and if gas is turning into liquid, condensation takes place. Okay, so liquid changes into gaseous state, the temperature remains constant. कब तक constant रहता है ये temperature? जब तक पूरा liquid gas में change नहीं होता है. So heat is given out, heat energy absorb होती है, फिर भी temperature change नहीं होता है. So this hidden heat is known as latent heat. Latent का मतलब है hidden heat. ओके, हिडन मतलब छुपा वाला हीट, मतलब हीट एनर्जी लेता है पर टेम्परेचर तो राइज नहीं होता है. दैट अमाउंट ऑफ हीट इज नोन एज लैटेंट हीट ऑफ वेपराइजेशन फॉर लिक्विड टू गैस और गैस टू लिक्विड, एंड फॉर सॉलिड टू लिक्विड और लिक्विड टू गैस इट इज लैटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन विच वी हैव सीन हियर. सो ये टेम्परेचर रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट टिल होल लिक्विड डज नॉट चेंज इनटू गैस, एंड अगेन व्हेन हीट absorbs heat energy it goes on rising. So this diagram is very important, which is change of state diagram. So this is how the whole matter lesson can be explained in the form of mind map. Your homework for today is you're going to make different mind maps and you're going to send me the pics of the mind maps. Thank you, students.